Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up? How's everybody doing today? Is this like I feel like the chat keeps not working on the right side. It's pissing me off. Like I really want the chat to work on the right side. I don't know why it's been not working, but hopefully it's fixed now. Anyways, what's up? How's everybody doing today? I see Rattlecan. Oh, we got what's up, Rosie? Rosie, I sent you the link to your phone if you want to hop in. But yeah, everybody make sure you like this up. We're gonna have Rosie on in a second. But yeah, I saw Rich Life is live too, and I saw he's upset. I don't know what happened. But anyways, thanks for coming on today, Rosie. I appreciate that. How's everybody doing? How's life? Shane, what you doing, man? Hold on. Marie, what's up? Marie. IP2, what's up? How you doing? Okay. Yeah, make sure you guys, if you guys want to sub up, if you guys are already subbed here, make sure you guys, sub and put the notifications on. If you guys want to join, you can do that too. There's a couple different tiers. If you guys want to join, feel free. Click the join button. It helps out the channel. We also have text-to-speech and media on. Hold on, let me see if I can. Did he go live already? Is Rich still live or no? Did he stop going live? I don't know what happened. I have no idea what he's doing. Oh, he's still live? Okay. I don't know. Oh, you want me to send it to your email? Okay, let me send it to your email. Okay. Alright. There we go. There we go. All right. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? Like, everybody having a good weekend so far? I hope so. Did you say you flaked? He flaked out a 72-ounce steak. What do you mean? I know he was mad about it. It sounds like he can't really speak. What's going on? What's going on? How come he can't really speak? What happened? How come he can't really speak? What happened there? Am I missing something? Like, why is he not speaking? Like, that's so strange. Yeah, it's a big steak. I saw him eating bread before he was eating that. I'm like, what is he doing? He's like, why is he eating bread before he does this? Like, you think that'd be like the last thing you'd want to do? Anyways, he's getting. What did you say? He's got an ulcer under his tongue. Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. That sucks. Oh, hopefully he's all right. You know, hopefully he's all right. All right. No, like he was talking, but it's like speech is like a little messed up. I don't know what he did, but he said he had like I guess he's got an ulcer there. I don't know exactly what he did, but yeah, I don't know. He seems like he was yelling at the trolls. Why isn't he so strange? All right, so strange. What's up, Rosie? Can you hear me?
Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning to you, CJ. Good morning to your side chats. Hello, everybody.
Thank you for popping on. I don't know why, but my chat isn't like working on the screen for whatever reason. Like the past couple of days, it's been giving me an issue. Streamlabs has in particular, but what's up? How are you doing?
Don't mention Streamlabs. I've been fighting with them on the mobile that used to work great 4 years ago when I was, pioneering mobile streaming and things on the street. It worked better. Now it's all glitchy and it's a mess. So I'm doing good. Just busy. I'm sorry. It's been hard for us to catch up here. We've been kind of missing each other with our responsibilities. And things
work and everything like that. It's all good though. Yeah. But so I know I caught you the other day on Holly and Dead's channel. That was cool though. So like what were you guys talking about? The Cherokee thing, right? Is that what was going on with Chris, right?
Yeah, because there's a lot of strange factors for that. For the people don't know, I received a really lengthy, an incredibly lengthy email, what we call a real fish hook when it comes to catfishing. And this email had the address, it had the phone number, it had details about this woman's life and what her responsibilities were on this day of the week and that day of the week. And I looked that over, and she said she'd been a follower for a while on my channel, but I'd never seen her before. Okay, so
I've seen her over here like maybe 4 or 5 times, but I haven't seen her on your channel before.
yeah, and she was going over and evidently dropping my name on Chris's stream that we were great pals and everything. I'm like, I don't even know this woman, and I never passed along her information to Chris, because when I called him back that day, he said, I already got I'm already gonna, this woman contacted me about meeting up, and I thought, well, no need for me to send the information, and I sat on it. But the interesting thing is the channel name that she used, which I don't want to use here on the stream, was different than what she came on to, evidently, because I wasn't there that night when she came on to the stream. And then over the last couple of days, I've gotten a series of additional emails from other women with their same extensive stories and their same background. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't really know the woman. She may be under a different YouTube name. I just don't know.
So were people trying to like say it was your fault though? How did you get dragged into that? That's messed up.
Yeah. My phone was, a couple of people, like you set Chris up with this woman in Tennessee. Well, hell, I never even provided him the information.
Yeah, he was already going to do it.
It was already a done deal. It was already a done deal, and I'm like, what the hell, man? Are you kidding me? Like,
so she just stood him up. She stood him up, right? That's the situation.
Yeah. Well, she did evidently pop on. Somebody said that she. Few people said she seemed to be rather inebriated that night. She did pop on panel, so it's really strange. Normally, if somebody's going to catfish or something like that on a short-term basis, they're usually not going to drop on a panel, and come up on a panel and talk. So I thought that was rather strange too. So I don't know. Takes all kinds of critters to make Farmer Vincent's fritters, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, that whole situation was kind of crazy, and I don't know, like, but I saw that happen. Like, you get dragged into that somehow. But, like, I was confused about the whole thing. That's why I had to ask. But what you been up to? Like, what's
that's why I ended up on Holly's, because she had mentioned, man, I'm even getting people emailing me about this, and would Rosie do this? Is this something that Rosie do? I wouldn't take the time to write a 6. You know me, CJ. I'm the ultimate in short communications, right? I don't send a lot of
that. Yeah, you do. Stuff. You really are. Text messages back with Rosie are extremely short, right to the point, very very short. You guys should see it.
If you think I'm going to take my golden years and sit down and write a 6-paragraph essay, all these numbers, no way, man. I'm not doing that stuff. So
yeah.
That's I guess that's gone. So it's always been an aspect of YouTube, and particularly one in his channel, because it's I hate to say it, it's made some laughs for people, and it's been kind of funny when it happens, but it's not funny when you burn a lot of gas to meet somebody, and that's why I always tell Chris I had to change things up for this year. If you want to meet me on the road, I'm not going to really go out of my way. If I've driven 2,000 miles plus, then you can drive 50, 100 miles to meet me where I am on the road if you want to meet up. It makes sense that way, because let's face it, he's got a 30-foot Class C RV. The thing's burning. It's going to burn gas. It's not the van, so it's gonna require some money to get a couple 100 miles out of your way. So I don't do that. So.
He must be happy with that though. I would be really like happy like with that whole situation. I know he's got he's got the whole RV now. I haven't really seen too much of it. Has he gone really through it or shown everybody everything inside yet, or no?
I was down in Mexico, so I was way behind on bids, because I didn't want to use up my data down Telcel down in Mexico. So I fell kind of behind on things. I like the RV as far as the roominess is concerned. My issue, and he's expressed that he would like to come back to the Rancho, which is fine. I've always told Chris he has an open invite for months and months, because he was a very good, he was a good guest here. You may not like everything that he does on his channel, the way that he conducts himself at all times. But when he was here, he tried to be helpful and pitched in every day. He kept the Shine Shack meticulously clean out there, which was happy. The bathroom, unlike another guest, here pulled my sink off the wall, all kinds of loony stuff. But here's the thing with the RV. It's great for the space on the inside. We know about the fuel mileage. We know what that's going to be. That's kind of a given. My problem, CJ, I don't know if you know, in 2015, I bought a 1974 classic GMC motorhome. And if you ever saw the movie Stripes with Bill Murray, it's the same vehicle that was changed up a little bit for that movie. Very classic. It was the only RV that was ever fully designed and built from the bottom up by one of the big three manufacturers, General Motors. It was 26 feet long. It was a tank. I was scared to drive this thing because of the tail swing when you make turns. And the area I live in, the streets are super tight. The population density is insane. So I sold that. Then I thought I'll do better with a 19-foot Class C, and I bought one that was a year older than Elvis's, an 88 Coachman, and I restored that and had that nice. But that thing was almost 9,000 pounds, and it was still burning a lot of gas. So finally, I sold that.
That's heavy. Like
I got down to a van that I have now, and then people say, "What's the next step, Rosie? You going to be a little Fiat Bug next?" driving around and curled around in the back in a little Fiat. So I don't know. So I think it's got a great engine in it, that V10. It does have a few problems and things, but it's a very powerful engine. You could actually put a tow car behind that. And I think the spaciousness inside. Are there going to be problems with bugs occasionally and things like that? Yeah, people get mice in RVs, all kinds of issues. The thing I'd be most concerned about is making sure about leaks and things like that, and making sure of water intrusion. But I'm happy. I mean, he expressed to me months ago that he wanted to have an RV, and I tried to push him towards a van because I think for fuel mileage and everything else. But you can't deny somebody their dream. So it is what it is.
I mean, if he wants to be on the road like full time, I mean, I guess it makes sense, So
yeah. So we'll see what happens. So far, so good. There'll always be some glitches. I know there was some toe-in issue on the front with the tire being excessively worn on the outside, but these things are kind of to be expected. I guess that RV sat for a while, and therefore gravity just kind of works its magic and just cause those issues with that. But I think they're relatively okay to fix. But the time will tell on the whole thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good move. I'm happy for him. As long as he's happy, that's all that really matters, right? Honestly.
My book, that's always been. I was talking to him this morning. I said, "You're doing great." I just texted him, "Did you do the steak challenge?" And then he called me back, and we were talking a little bit this morning. That's a big steak, man.
I know. I was seeing that's a big steak. Yeah. Yeah.
No way. And then you don't eat the steak. It's not just the steak. You got to eat all the damn sides of it too. The potatoes, the shrimp, and all that. The salad.
Oh, you got to eat all the sides and everything too. Oh man.
Yeah, you have to eat the sides and everything, and they give you an hour. And there's one person that ate it in 17 minutes. Really?
Wow.
I'd like to meet this. I'd like to meet this person. So tentatively, we talked about meeting up in Yuma. I want to shove off for Palm Springs next week or the week after, and maybe go over to Slab City and do some content. I know some people over there and hang out over there. And then I think we're going to meet in Yuma, which puts us right across the border from Los Algodones. And he's kind of interested in going to Mexico, but he's a little apprehensive. He's never been out of the country before. So Los Algodones is the medical dental place of Mexico. And in the morning, you see lots of Americans lined up to go over the border to go in and get their dental work and other things done. So it's a good, they're used to Americans. It's a good sort of training wheels for going into Mexico. And if he likes that, we can go over to Mexicali too. On the border, which is kind of interesting. So that's kind of the tentative plans, and I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know you were just there recently, right? I mean, not too long ago.
In Tijuana. I did a whole series of videos in Tijuana. I really enjoyed Tijuana. I found it very hospitable. The people very warm. I met a lot of quite a few YouTubers down there that you'll now see on my streams in my channel, which is kind of interesting. That you always think of live streaming as strictly an American kind of thing until you go to Mexico and you're walking down the street of Tijuana and there's somebody live streaming in Spanish.
Yeah.
So I couldn't resist meeting him, and he
That's
showed
cool.
up on. Yeah.
So let me ask you something. So because I've noticed a lot of people talking about like the border and stuff like that. Like, have you checked out that situation? I know a lot of live streamers have been like streaming that.
Yeah, you broke up for a second.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I was saying, I was gonna say, like, have you streamed anything near the border? Or, like have you seen like any of that type of stuff? Because I saw some streamers like streaming people like at the border and showing how chaotic it is down there.
If you saw my next to last video, it was called Border Crossing Hell. It took us 3.5 hours to go less than a half a mile to make it back across the border. There was a guy, there was a fire eater blowing flame out of his mouth. There were girls juggling on top of each other's shoulders. I mean, it's like a 3-ring circus. I've done lots of videos. I went up to the border fence looking in from the Mexican side to the U.S. side and showing that. I encourage everybody, check. It's all in a playlist now. Just check that series on Tijuana. Food reviews, night ride, the girls of Tijuana. Some working girl threw a drink at us in the car. I got that on the... I like to do cinematic features too, and frame up things and set it to music. So there's a lot of good things to check out. But CJ, I've been to San Luis, which is in Sonora, which is a level 3 area of danger. I've been over there in San Luis to the nightclubs and things there. Yeah. I've been to Mexicali, which is has a large Chinese population there, believe it or not. And it was funny, the only way I was able to communicate was to speak Chinese to the guys there, and they would translate it to Spanish which is weird. And then I've been to Los Algodones and Tijuana, so I've been across 4 places in
how long usually spend down there? Like, how much time you usually spend?
We spent an overnight. It was the first time I'd ever overnighted in Tijuana. So we got a hotel down in Tijuana, which was pretty cool. It was close to Main Street. And therefore, we didn't have to worry about long rides to the clubs or to where the action was. And we popped into the strip clubs and checked them out, which are just phenomenal. Yeah. Down like a well-oiled machine, CJ.
Yeah. That sounds fun. I miss like traveling around and doing stuff.
It is a blast. You cross the border into Canada, you don't really feel like you're in a foreign country.
Not really, no.
Mexico, you definitely know that you're in a foreign country. So I went out to graveyards. We took a wrong turn on a road and ended up in just the most poverty-stricken area I've seen. Just mind-blowing. So I recommend everybody go down and get a taste of south of the border. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to do at some point in my life for sure. I definitely want to do that.
Will Chris like it? I don't know. It's every time, the first time you go across the border, it's am I going to get kidnapped? Am I going to, I'm quitting YouTube, or whatever.
Yeah, I think he just trolls. Honestly, I think he trolls. I think he's just quitting. All right. So speaking of like trolls and stuff, let's hop on to like something I wanted to ask you about, right? So we all saw Elvis Travels. He's off YouTube again. So he's kicked off. He got monetized for like a day, and now he's back off again. So and then he went on a rant and he blamed you.
Of course.
um, like honestly, like, did you have anything to do with that? Like, honestly.
We've had various stages of, we've had the most tortured relationship of two people on the YouTube platform. Friends for years and then degraded into the worst muck and mire of flaming and things like that. I tried to hold my fire for a year and not talk about him, but he found that he had to use me for content once he left the rancho. He did the same thing to Joni Portwood when he headed out of Richmond, Kentucky. He couldn't wait to hit
I saw that.
couldn't wait to hit the insults button. Why? Because you need to prime the pump again for your channel views. So he destroyed that friendship, and I stayed away from it. I didn't talk about it. His sister was he had his sister on videos degrading me, riding along in the her convertible, and this is a person I met, right? Elvis's sister, and had dinner, bought dinner for her in Chicago. So I was on Facebook, friends with her when I had Facebook. So I was really, really hurt, that the depths that this guy would go to for views and attention. Now, CJ, let's go back to August 22nd of 2020. Okay, I'm in Reno, Nevada, and I wake up that I've got all these strikes coming in, and they're on my live stream.
Yeah,
they're on my live stream in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And not only does this guy strike my live stream from his own channel, he goes to two other channels which he created specifically for the purpose of laying two more strikes on that stream.
Just to stop you real quick, doesn't he know that YouTube's aware that people do that? So like when you create a new channel specifically just to strike somebody, YouTube just kind of like bats it away like it's nothing,
There was all kinds of issues, but they didn't bat this away.
Oh, they didn't.
I found myself having to reply and put my documentation forward. Thank God.
Really?
YouTube
Wow.
Thank God YouTube was accessible to me in terms of a real person to talk to. And I disclosed that to them. But then, of course, the Patrick situation came along later, which I've never talked about that at all.
Yeah.
Because I don't, unless I absolutely know for something for sure, I'm not going to venture an opinion about it. But obviously, CJ, you can flip a coin in your audience. Copyright abuse or bad optics of somebody in your van, especially in light of the Child Online Protection Act, COPA. Which YouTube takes very seriously now, that situation. So you decide, which was it that did that? In my opinion, CJ, and we've known some people have gotten terminated recently with no strikes on their channels at all. They're just taken out, right? And in my opinion, something has to be really serious for your whole channel before you even get a warning strike, and then the 3 strikes, you're gone. Okay, so you flip a coin. Which thing was it? Was it copyright abuse, or was it the optics of somebody young looking like they were getting into the van? You decide.
I think it was probably both. Honestly, probably both.
It could be both. And at that point, when his channel disappeared, whether it was from my effort or not, because I did contact YouTube because of my effort, and when he tried to bring back a new channel.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I don't care what people do about bringing channels back and things like that. And I thought, this is my chance. I'm going to level, because he talked about the Hammurabi Code and an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth and this kind of stuff. And that really set me off. And CJ, it takes a lot to get me pissed.
Yeah.
You'll rarely ever see me lose or get involved in drama, but I determined I'm going to take out this new channel because he's crowing. I got monetized and all that. So once that was done, I felt like the score was settled and I had nothing else to do with anything that came back. I wouldn't have stood in the way of it. You can come back. I had people writing me, please take the channel out. And I wrote to some of his friends were contacting me. This is a month before he got terminated. Please, are you going to, how do you feel about the channel coming back? I said, I don't really care anymore. Yeah. I'm off. I'm doing my own thing. I could give a hoot. I leveled the score 1-1 with him. So I didn't care at that point. What probably happened when you trigger that monetization button, you initially get, I think, an okay. They just give maybe a once over. Oh, it looks good, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they let the AI go to work on that channel and make all the connections and things like that to other channels. And that probably takes a little bit of time. And I think something within the mechanics of that then caused the channel termination. In my guess.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I mean, like, when you get, it's called a ban evasion. So if he was banned the first time and then he signs back up to the monetization with the same exact name, of course they're gonna be like, why is this asshole that we just banned trying to get monetized again? We're not gonna pay somebody we literally actively don't want on the fucking platform. I mean, come on, they don't want him on the platform. They don't want him on.
And then the last time, he was on, I think he was on another guy's panel, and he's talking about how he's going to come back like Nacho Libre with a mask and disguise his voice. I'm like, dude, I'm thinking to myself, man, how psychotic do you got to be that wrapped up to do it, that you're going to hide your face and I just, oh wow, I just threw up my hands. It was like one of those what the F moments out there, and I was just like, really?
He can't live without it. He can't live without YouTube. That's it.
I mean, get the message, because he thinks if you don't monetize, then you won't be apt to have trouble, which I don't believe is true. But that'll be up to YouTube's system to determine that, not me. I have too much other good stuff going on in life to waste my time with that. So
yeah, I was just kind of shocked with the rant he went on, saying he was going to sue you and that, this is all your fault. It's so ridiculous. And he specifically said, I'm going to use my stimulus money to sue Rosie. I'm like, oh my God, great use of your stimulus cash, Elvis. Seriously, good job with that.
Bring it on. I'm going to represent myself in court. It should be fun.
I'm just like, what is wrong with this person? You know what the worst part is? I actually believe he would do something that pathetic. I do believe it.
Well, last time in court, he showed up in flip-flops and shorts, so in a Hawaiian shirt. That went over well with the judge. So
yeah, that sounds really good.
The case was open and closed in, I think, less than 1 minute on that. They got the royal boot out of the courtroom. That was it. Oh boy, never a dull moment on the Boyd, huh?
No. There's always something going on. There is definitely always something going on. Yeah. So like, for him to say that, we just think it was just him trying to garner as much attention as he can just by mentioning your name. Then. Yeah. I mean, maybe he really believes it, though.
No, I don't know, because I think his friends probably wrote back to him and said, look, I have the messages from a month before you went out, checking in with Rosie, how she felt about stuff. And in each and every one of those says, I don't care, live and let live. I got nothing going on anymore with the guy. I don't watch the guy, so I don't have Facebook to see the rants. And I literally had moved on. Yeah. I'm not the kind of person that want to keep somebody off, but YouTube terminates people. I don't terminate. Other people can't terminate people on YouTube. See, YouTube terminates people.
I know. So. I know what you mean. Like, there's some people, like, it's funny that you say that, because there are some stupid people who really think that they can get channels deleted themselves or whatever, or they say dumb shit like that. But like, YouTube really is the one who gets rid of a channel, and it's ultimately not anyone's decision. I mean, like, you can let YouTube know someone's doing some, they're breaking terms of service or some stuff like that, but ultimately that's the only way a channel can really go down that route. And yeah,
If there's nothing there, there's nothing there. How many over the course of Elvis's illustrious career? What did he get? 6 million flags? I don't know. Probably some world record for, and it didn't move the needle one bit in that regard. It took a few crazy, desperate attempts, because by August of 2020, by August of 2019, when August of 2000, I don't know, whenever he left here, his channel was dead. March of 2020, his channel was dead in the water. And a lot of that was desperation to revive that and bring that back to life. The crazy things that he engaged in. Remember that morning video, the King's Royal Scepter has struck, and he was talking about how he issued 29 copyright strikes or something crazy.
That's probably why. That's probably the main reason he lost his channel. Like, like YouTube's probably just like, why are you issuing so many strikes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many of these are frivolous?
Right. Well, he thought because YouTube suggested that they have a new tab on Creator Studio called Copyright.
Yeah.
And it'll disclose to you if other people have used your material. And I've shown people on my channel. I have people have uploaded my stuff since 2013. I've never struck them or done. I mean, I don't really. I'm kind of a live and let live person. But when that showed up in his screen and he opened that up and saw 29 videos featuring his content, I'm sure he licked his chops.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Gonna be a hell of a good day today.
Yeah, he looked at his chance to get back at all the trolls. Have you noticed this? I kind of noticed like all his viewers kind of flocked over to Rich Life now. Have you noticed that?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've been in the core over there for the better part of a year and a half over there. Of course, recently the channel took off because, with Anna coming on. And I don't know if I really see... I'll get back to you on that over time.
I mean, I see a good amount is what I mean. You know what I mean? Not all of them, but a good amount.
I see a basic core of us that have been there for a while, and then I see some new people coming on because it's a place to hang out during the daytime and things like that. So there's never any explaining the whys and wherefores, right, of what goes on. But I haven't seen too many. Maybe a few over there. So, but. They don't tend to be super negative, in my opinion. I mean, he has a short trigger about things.
Yeah.
I don't tell people how to run their channels.
Yeah, I mean, he runs his channel like he runs his channel. Real quick, can I ask you about can you tell me about Mark Terry? I don't know anything about the guy, right? I gotta ask you about him, right? Like,
Mark Terry has been. I think I was on a panel one time. First time Mark Terry ever came on a panel, and he's I have to be honest, he's always been very respectful to me. I don't watch a lot of what he does, frankly. CJ, like, I've been busy as all get out recently, trying to earn some money for travel and help my friends with home renovation projects. I've been Mexico, so I haven't really keyed into much. The only thing I could say about Mark is he's been very respectful to me. He's been respectful and has noted the content that I put out on YouTube, cinematic features and the travel videos and things like that. Evidently he had taken a bad fall about 2 years ago, and I broke his he couldn't play guitar.
Oh, man.
And his whole life was music, and he's a very gifted musician when he plays and a good singer. And I think that probably had a devastating effect on, and then the COVID-19 hit, and he's as much as admitted that he's had traumatic brain injury before. And when somebody declares that, and I studied special education and came 8 credits short from a degree in moderate severe special education. When I hear things like TBI, traumatic brain injury, I tend to give a very wide berth of understanding on that. some people were wired differently at that point. I saw a lot of outrageous behavior when I did a 6-month practicum in a room with a licensed certified teacher. So as far as what he does now, I think he's very intent on building a channel.
Yeah.
It does kind of follow the negative model, the Elvis model, which is good to a point. And then it's very hard. YouTube stops pushing and stops promoting those type of live streams. They start to do what's called the shadow ban. So it's very difficult to grow. YouTube wants to have positive content. It teaches somebody something, takes somebody someplace, shows somebody something. And if you're putting off a negative vibe, and some people find that through history that negative behavior has been a great attractant to growing an audience in the short term, drama and things like that. Over the long haul, it really doesn't do a lot to grow your channel on a steady path, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think he's building a channel. He said he wants to build a channel.
Yeah, I mean, he just came on the other day. He said he wanted to play some music maybe in the future, and I guess he brought up, I guess him and Chris had an argument or something, and I was trying to figure out what happened there. So I had no idea, but like Chris,
think of two more unlikely people to argue with each other. I don't know,
Yeah, it was crazy though, because what is it? I was talking to Rich. I was talking to Chris. Chris was like, he's like, yeah, he sent me a voicemail saying he was gonna sue me and take my RV and then blow it up. And then Mark Terry was like, yeah, I said that. I was just like, bro, you're out of your mind. You just...
No. His wife, I think, is a wonderful gal, Tracy, and she has said that sometimes he'll go 3 or 4 days without sleep, and he'll have a sleep psychosis where you're actually having a real-time sort of mental breakdown. And I think he gets easily triggered at that point by the side chat, and then spins off the rails. How much of it is true? I don't know. I always err on the side of believing people and thinking the best of people. So we'll see. He wants to stick to music and things like that.
I mean, he's been decent with me though. He's been decent with me. I just want to say that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So YouTube's a big house, a room for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course, for sure.
Oh, boy.
So what's next for you, Rosie? What do you plan on doing next in like within the next couple months? What are you doing?
Palm Springs. I need to help my friends finish their huge flooring. I've been putting down hundreds of square feet of laminate flooring and doing molding because I'm good with a chop saw and doing trim work and all that. So we're gonna finish that up. Slab City, I would like to roll into Slab City. Then hopefully I'm off to Honolulu. I would like to go back. It's been since 1998. I haven't been back I lived there for 9 months.
Oh, really?
I'd like to go back. Yeah, I'd like to go back and revisit Honolulu and the travel restrictions. I have both of my vaccines now, so I'm good to go. And then down to Acapulco and Mexico City, and then on to, I hope, Buenos Aires down in Argentina. So a lot of heavy.
Bedazzling Art in the chat wants to ask if you're ever coming to Omaha anytime soon. I don't know, just random question.
Well, that's my friend Michaela, and I met Michaela and bought her dinner and a crew at Johnny's, the original steakhouse of Omaha. So I had the pleasure of dining with Michaela there and meeting her in person. One of the, I think something on the order of 135 people that I've met in person from YouTube now.
Yeah.
So he was very sweet and nice. Will I get back that way? Yeah, of course I will. I like Omaha a lot. Like
it's a trip when you meet people from like online in real life. I know when I met like Holly Undead the first time in person, it was great though. Like, cause I've known Holly for years, so it was something that had to be done. And I don't know,
you form a bond that transcends YouTube, and you just see that person in a different way, and you're you're kind of looking at that. Are they different than they are on YouTube? Let's check it out and see over the next couple days. But I'd say 90%, 95% of them have been positive.
Listen, Holly is just like she is on YouTube, like to a T.
Yeah.
Just like it's just great.
Oh my!
Listen, we gotta figure out how to do this streamer house thing again. We gotta figure this out because I know we were gonna do it, and then the whole COVID thing happened, and then it just totally screwed the whole situation up. But
yeah, that was terrible. And now she's moving into
I know.
I think a fifth wheel or something like that. So we'll figure something out. We'll do something. Yeah, I was really looking forward to coming in November. And then this stuff really started hitting the fan with a really big wave of infection at that time. And we're all like, New York was like, you got to quarantine for 10 days before you come in. And I'm thinking, I don't really know. I'm going to restrict my travel to the bubble of Nevada and California, which I did. So, but we'll make that happen. That'll be a lot of fun.
So I had what was it? I had McHenry Cruiser on the other day, and he said that he was banned in your chat. Are you guys good? Are you guys cool or no? Like, what's up with that?
I don't. Why would he have been banned? I don't know. Maybe
one of
my mods. My mods do a pretty good job of I'd say a B plus, but only once in a while. I mean, if he comes in and says something really off the wall, they might hit him, but. I don't want moderators to have personal preferences about people that come in and out of the chat. And by and large, they do a great job of sticking to that. But sometimes personal feelings can help get in the way. So he might have been taken out by somebody. I'll check it when I get off of here, though. I got nothing against Cruiser.
Yeah.
I mean, he shocked me his first videos, Rosie, I want to F you when I, Boyd radio dedication.
Man.
Like,
yeah.
Really?
So you wait.
Rancho for Kitchen Stadium. So, but there was too much going on at that time. So then his mom said, you better not go meet Rosie. So that was
Oh my God. That's crazy. So, but you're just talking about your mods. Hi,
Mrs. Cruiser. Hello.
Listen, you have some great mods too. I know Marie's one of your mods now too. I think in Discord. She
helps. She's an angel, and Marie and Silva. They've been very helpful on my Discord. It takes a long time to get a Discord going and properly functioning, and I've got Oda May, and those three are doing a great job. But people have to be patient. It takes time to build up the Discord and all that. So, I love Marie. I think she's wonderful. Her sense of humor is just cracks me up. And Silva Star's been wonderful.
Marie's great too. She's been a long time moderator over here. I think like almost close to like 5 years now. Like it's been a long time. Like long.
Yeah,
time.
I think she's one of those people like. No matter how she felt about something, she would always remember, like, I'm a moderator. I'm not, my personal feelings can't get in to things, which I kind of admire. My mods try to be the same way, but look at it this way, CJ. If you do a drama channel and you do a drama live or back and forth, people getting pissed, the person that's in the stream getting pissed, and it's easy to put people into a stream. Okay, people are naturally drawn to drama because it's the human condition. People they like the energy. They like the bullfighting aspect. They like that back and forth of it.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
To take a chat that I have that's not drama takes much longer time to build up an audience slowly composed of people that don't want. They seek out talk about travel, about current events, about just the state of the world and fun stuff on YouTube. But they're the people that really stick, and they're the ones that are going to keep coming just because they like you and your personality. And
I've noticed too, like your supporters are much more laid back. Yours are much more laid back too, and which I find that very relaxing because some of the people involved with some of this drama content, they're very dramatic. And some of them just, I don't know, you know what I mean? You get a lot of emails at like 1 in the morning where like the world's ending. Check this out right now. And it's just like, oh, you know, like it's just, there's always a lot of that.
I've reduced my live streams a lot, and I'm focusing much more on recorded content now, because that's more in getting back to my roots of what I did before there was live streaming on YouTube. It was all about recorded content.
Yeah, me too. I want to start getting back into that myself.
I'm working very hard now at doing that, and really enjoying rediscovering uploaded content, because you can edit it, you can tell a story, and I love that. But I'm still committed to live streams, but I'm going to try to migrate them eventually over to the Rosie Murphy channel, which is my B channel on here. But it's fun. But I enjoy getting a camera and editing and putting music in and showing people different scenes. I love that, conveying feeling and emotion with just music and images. I love that. I love that cinematic aspects. That's really my passion.
Yeah. Well, it's fun. I like editing too. Like, but sometimes after a couple live streams, like usually after a live stream, I like to chill. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know, editing.
You got some pretty wild streams, I will say, but I don't think it's by design. I think it's just it's organic. It kind of flows one thing to another. I mean, all of a sudden, Cruiser might be in a side chat. Hey, give me a link or whatever. Then it's on, or molasses cookies, or whomever. So
it's just you know, one thing leads to another. That's just always what happens. You know, always.
Yep.
But yeah, always wild streams going on over here. But anyways, shit, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, it was great. You know, so stay tuned. There's more adventures coming. Just trying to get things worked out for Chris so that the timeline makes sense, because you know, I'm really committed to putting people first for 2021, and I want to make sure my friends get their flooring job completed.
Do you have any idea when he's gonna come back around though? I mean, like I don't know. I would love to see you guys at the same time if I can.
We've been talking about Vegas. I know Monkey Boy wants to see his RV, and I'm sure Mr. Z too. So we're gonna have to play it by ear at that point to see what happens. The bottom line is he was always welcome to come back and stay here. Like I said, he was a fine guest, and I asked him, just moderate yourself on the streams, just take it easy, and let's just have some fun. Let's go down. I took him to the Pacific Ocean to overlook the beauty there, and down to a day in San Francisco. So we had a blast. So that's the kind of thing I enjoy doing, is showing people around. So, and also Palm Springs. So what's the order going to be, CJ? I don't know. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I'll talk to both of you guys, and we'll figure it out. But, anyways, listen, anybody who hasn't seen, I know a lot of people here know who you are, but if anybody's new and you haven't subbed to Rosie, like, your link's in the description. Check Rosie out. Rosie makes awesome content, as most of you know. But anyways, thank you for coming on, Rosie. I appreciate you. But
all right, TJ, thank you very much, and thank you to the didn't have the side chat on that, but this processor's overload. I probably got too many videos loaded in from editing, but I appreciate it, CJ, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Thanks.
And thank you, everybody.
All right, you have a good one, Rosie. Later. All right. Yeah, make sure you guys check out Rosie's channel. Like I said, it's in the description. That was good. I love having Rosie on. Always very, very chill, very, very relaxed. Always, you know, always chill. Anyways, Monkey Boy, Violator, Tattoo Crazy, UPC, Skunk Ape, Bedazzling, Michaela, how you doing? Marie, Street Life, Mouse, JJ, Susie. Good to see everybody here. Toodles, good to see everybody here. Thank you guys for being here. Really, I appreciate it, Jesse. You guys are awesome. Scottish. Thank you guys for being so awesome and supporting the channel and everything like that. I'm not gonna do a members chat today. I might do one. We'll see. We'll see, Bedazzler. We'll see about that mod. Give it some time. We'll see. But if you guys want to join and become a member, feel free. Click the join button if you can. So if you want to support the channel, feel free. And make sure you guys check out the RealStreamNewZ Reddit. Definitely check it out, guys. I appreciate everybody being here today. Like this up on your way out, and subscribe with notifications on. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Later, guys.